All right, guys. So, it's weird. I had a commenter say, Dear good sir, I wish you could start one of your videos without saying all right or so. And I'm thinking to myself, is he serious? I mean, if something that mundane upsets you or causes an issue, I'm like, man, life is much harder than that, my friend. If the word all right and so is enough to cause you to leave a comment, and again, I don't know if he was just messing around. Anyway, all right. So, as you saw in one of my last shorts, I finished this beautiful coil. In comparison, here's the one that I did that blew out. It'll still work, but it's really blown out. I'm not really sure what happened. I think, as I said in the other one, I used that acrylic number 16, and I did this one in the cold, and I did this one in the warm house. I thought it would smell, and it wasn't. There was no scent at all. It was fine. And when I was winding this one, I heard it crack several times. I'm actually surprised it didn't blow completely out, but that is not desirable. This is desirable, and that is gorgeous. And like I said, that's got 10 layers. So here's the rotor, and there's an issue with it, which is why I have this, what is it, 1/8 inch acrylic or 1/4 inch? I think it's 1/8 inch acrylic. It's not, it's kind of warped. I think the PLA warped. Yeah, you can see it right there. So when I spin it on the stand, it has a bit of a wobble. Let me put it on the stand here. If I can get it in there. There we go. It's got a hell of a wobble. And some of that wobble might be because of the way the bearing is sitting in there. And I'm thinking about replacing the bearing and using one of the VCR bearings from that guy there and building a mount for it. Anyway, I'm thinking, instead of wasting this rotor, if I could glue this acrylic base to it, that might straighten it out, because it does flex. Now, I don't know if an 1/8 inch acrylic is going to be good enough. I don't want to put too much onto it. It's already pretty thick. The space between the PLA and the bottom of the magnet is only, I think, 1 millimeter. So what I may do is just bite the bullet and print out another one. This time, I think the problem was I took it off the build plate too early. Print out another one, print it out a little bit thicker. Oh, that's damn near 5 millimeters. I'm not sure I really want to print it out any thicker than that. Yeah, it definitely has a nasty curve to it. You can even see it. It's concaved there. You see that right there? Yeah, something went wrong. Either, like I said, I pulled it off the printer bed too soon, or, yeah, that's probably what happened. So I think, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, I don't think this 1/8 inch acrylic is going to be strong enough to pull that bend out of there. That is a wicked bend in there. See it right there? I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but right here is a wicked bend, right about here. Yeah, I think you can see it a little bit. Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I will reprint this. The bottom layers didn't adhere very well either. You see right there? This artifacts. I'm not sure what that's from. There was nothing on my bed. It must be a flow issue, or something was on the spool, some dust on it, or I'm not really sure. But I printed this with the FL Sun. I think what I may do is break down and print another one of these, but do it on the Ender V2. It has a better glass bed than the FL Sun. There's nothing wrong with the FL Sun, but just has a better glass bed. Things seem to adhere better to it. It's my larger prints stay flat and they don't pull up. Yeah, see, that's got a wicked bend in it right there. Yeah, and I really don't think this, I think this is 1/8 inch. Yeah, that's 1/8 inch. I don't think it's strong enough to pull that out. I could try it because it does flex when I push on it. Let me see. And then so I still have to put the connector on there. And what I was going to do is I printed out this I designed this in CAD to fit in here like this. Let me see if I can get this thing together one-handed. And then I was going to hook this on here like this, run the wires through and have the connector on the end there. And it was a good idea, just not one I'm going to follow through with. I'm just going to do what I normally do. I'll put the connector, I'll bridge a piece of plexiglass like this across here like that. I'll put the connector on there, glue that to it, yada yada, be done with it. I put a I guess you call it a cover over this, trying some weird designed with the infill, and it didn't work out too well, but it's all right. I'm gonna probably do it like this anyway. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as the coil is tight and together. So let me get the connector on that and try to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Is it worth salvaging? Should I just take the magnets out? These are great magnets too. Normally I get my magnets from Magnets for Less or Apply. I think it's Applied Magnets, or I forget the name of it. It's one of the more popular places, but I forgot where I got these. But these have these red markings to mark the North Pole, which I really like. I don't have to fart around with my, excuse me, with my magnet, my pole detector. So also tell me if you think this is worth trying to do something with this, or is it just too far gone? I don't think it'll do anything bad to the magnetic field. I just think it looks like crap. Of course, I could just mount it like that. And then I could put some heat on this and bend it back. Look, you can hear it cracking. Yeah, so tell me if you guys think that's worth saving. This one is definitely the one I'm going to use with this particular motor. I get these little pieces of glue off of here. Anyway, let me do that and figure out what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to go ahead and reprint it. And as soon as it comes off of the printer bed, I'm going to then adhere it to a piece of this acrylic to keep it from warping, because it wasn't warped when I pulled it off the bed. It warped over time, and I don't know why it did that. All right, stay tuned. So the damn magnets got me again, and I was really careful too, but one of them broke. So I just had to order another one. I actually ordered two more. So I'm not going to be able to do anything with them tonight, but I will print out a new disc. I don't know if I'm going to use the FL Sun or the Ender. I'll figure it out. Stay tuned.